My name is Christine Carbo, and I am the author of an ensemble series that takes place in and around Glacier National Park in northwest Montana. So like I said, the book is an ensemble series, and some people don't know exactly what that means, but you have the same universe, but each book is a standalone and allows me to play through an entire character arc. My first book is called The Wild Inside. I pluck a side character, and he's the main character in Mortal Fall, and then Allie, a resident FBI, local FBI agent that lives in the small town of the area that I live in. She's the main character in A Sharp Solitude, this fourth book.
Reeves Landon is a troubled man who finds solace in the forest. But his involvement with a recently murdered reporter lands him as a suspect in a police investigation. His ex-girlfriend, Ali, uses her connections as an FBI agent to tamper with the case, in the hopes of saving their daughter from the heartbreak of losing her father.
I do like to figure out what past trauma might come into play with the current situation that they're in or the current cases they might be working with, and not for any particular reason other than that I think that that's interesting. I think it's interesting to layer it that way. So when the case that the detective is working on provides a little bit of a head trip for the detective as well, or brings stuff up, it starts to layer in and become deeper and deeper. Crime fiction readers, I think, dive into crime fiction because they know it's fiction. I think everybody loves the kind of, it's so funny to say it's an escape when it's like, how do you escape into these brutal, violent things? Yet, I think the answer to that is that because we know it's fiction. And so it's a safe playground to process stuff that really does happen in the world that we see in the news and hear about and can't comprehend sometimes, and it's hard for us to process that. In that fiction, there's an avenue to maybe set things right a little bit. Not that there's going to be a perfect happy ending at the end of every crime fiction novel, I don't mean it that way, but on some level, the author's job is to, by the end of that book, make the reader feel like there's an attempt made to make things right. If not make things right, at least find some kind of truth. The truth for that story is very satisfying and helps us kind of process things in a way that lets us maybe not completely deal with reality, but understand that world a little bit more.